In this video, I'm going to show you how I put on my silicone mermaid tail for my professional mermaid events, discreetly and without ruining the magic. First, I need to show you how I wrap my silicone mermaid tail prior to events, since this will come in handy later. Place your silicone mermaid tail backside down on a large fabric tablecloth. Gently fold the body of your tail over the fluke of the tail. The goal is to make it small and manageable. This will work for most silicone mermaid tails. Now you'll fold the bottom corners of the tablecloth over the fluke of your tail. The ends of your fluke should be gently cradled by the tablecloth. Hold this little bundle in place while you fold the other end of the tablecloth over and under the fluke as shown. Once you tuck a few pieces of the tablecloth under the tail, it should hold its shape pretty well. Next, you want to wrap this all up with a blanket. I'd recommend choosing a blanket that is not mermaid themed to avoid suspicion. I'd also recommend getting one that's a little bit bigger than mine. Mine was homemade by my grandma and it's square. It's not the longest. A longer one will give you more coverage. I will link everything you need in the description box. Now you can load your silicone mermaid tail into the car. Please don't use your back when moving your silicone tail like I am here. I don't want you getting hurt. Please use your glutes and engage your core muscles. Don't use your back like I did. If you're getting changed on an abrasive surface, such as concrete or boulders, you may want to put down a yoga mat or two before setting down your tail. I'd also try to find a place that blocks the view of you from at least one side if possible. Once your space is ready for you, set down your tail and start unwrapping it. First, you'll want to loosen the blanket so that it can be moved around with ease. Reach under the blanket and grab the corners of your tablecloth. As you lay out the tablecloth, quickly pull the blanket over the tail so that nothing is revealed. I would suggest using a rectangle blanket rather than a square one like mine. It'll provide you with a lot more coverage. Slide your legs under the blanket and unfold your silicone mermaid tail. Unless you're wearing harem pants like me, you'll want to take your pants off at this point. Then you will start getting dressed. I always wear my Seavenger scuba socks with my silicone mermaid tails since they have grip on the bottom that helps keep my feet in my monofin and helps prevent me from slipping off slimy rocks when I'm getting out of the water after an event. In case you're wondering, yes, they will be linked in the description box in my Amazon storefront. If you get these booties, I will earn a commission and you'll get some cute booties. It's a win-win and they come in a ton of different colors. Now you want to pull all the things that you need out of your bag and have it organized in front of you so it's easy to grab. Here, I'm pouring some warm water into my travel container with a pre-portioned amount of organic conditioner. This is generally used from the mid-thigh down to help me get into my costume. Always make sure to shake it up well. I use Astroglide's water-based lubricant from the mid-thigh up to my belly to help me get into my tail the rest of the way. I also packed old dish rags for grip and my scarf and fishnet belt as accessories. A quick note while I'm taking my pants off. Normally I do keep my disguise on while I'm changing. I typically opt for an old zip-up hoodie, but for this event I wore my witchy punk rave gown. Only adults were around at the time, so I took it off to avoid getting my sleeves in the way because that gown has beautiful sleeves, but they're a little much sometimes. If you haven't already put your booties on, put your scuba booties on your feet, which is what I'm barking about here. Next, you want to put your feet inside of the mouth of the silicone tail and lather up your legs and booties in your chosen lubricant. Try your best to do this under the cover of the blankets. If you'd like more information on how to get into your silicone mermaid tail, you can watch my tutorial, which is linked in the description box. Feel free to vibe to the music while I struggle to get my feet into my Finis Rapid monofin. Monofins are always a little bit of a struggle.
Now I lay me down and be long. And I breathe in the air fresh from the blessed Midwest. I am held by the forest where I go for rest, and washed by the waters of Lake Michigan. And wherever I go, I will return again to my home, the blessed Midwest.
Once your feet are in your monofin, you can start rolling the tail up your body. I find that using dish rags to get a gentle grip on your tail can help make this a million times easier and will keep your nails from damaging the tail. So please use dish rags, they're a lifesaver. With the application of plenty of lube and the power of dish rags, your tail should be very easy to get on. Notice that I have not cut any part of this video so that you can see it all in real time. It doesn't take very long to put on a silicone mermaid tail when you use the right technique.
And I breathe Midwest. I am held by the forest where I go for rest, and washed by the waters of Lake Michigan. And wherever I go, I will return again to my home, the blessed Midwest, the blessed Midwest.
Here, I'm double checking to make sure I got all the wrinkles out and have the tail sitting where it should sit on my body.
I am worn, I am weary.
And now I'm shoving a dish rag inside of the tail to wipe off any extra lube around my waist and upper thighs and my butt. This will help prevent the tail from sliding down once I start moving around. One final wrinkle check. Again, only adults were around, so I didn't bother staying as hidden as I normally would while doing this, but normally I'd try to stay under the blanket.
Lay me down and be long, and I breathe in.
Once you've gotten your tail on properly, you can put your last minute accessories on your body.
Where I go for rest, and washed by the waters of Lake Michigan. And wherever I go, I will return again to my
My fishnet belt always wants to fight me, so please enjoy watching that battle.
blessed Midwest. I am torn, I am bleeding. See many souls, many holy. Remember their faces, remember their facing home. Oh, till we meet again, till we meet again. Oh.
Once you're all dressed, you are ready to be a magical mermaid and make everybody's day extra sparkly and amazing. Put your things away or have someone help you put them away and hide them before you go off to do your thing. I'm a pretty self-sufficient mermaid, and I'm also pretty strong for my size, so I often can get around without much help if I'm already near my location. However, even I need the occasional wheelbarrow or cart ride to get around when a mermaid log roll or a booty scoot isn't enough. Do what is safe for you and always have someone around to help out regardless of how independent you are. Now go out there and have fun, be safe, and make magical memories that you and your two-legged friends can look back on with a smile. Shout out to Enchanted Knights of Mackinac City for having me out for the event you see here. They are not sponsoring this video, but I love their store and I figured why not shout them out. I think you'll like their store too. They have swords and it's awesome. If you'd like more mermaiding tips, please check out the video playlist to the right. And you can also watch me swim by clicking on the video to the left.